Hi everybody, welcome to this next episode in the Golf Clash History series here on the channel. This is episode 5 and we're continuing our way through 2018. Please give me a thumb up if you don't mind and make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Now, this is actually the third of 4 videos covering 2018. It was a very, very busy year, a bumper year for Golf Clash, and we'll look at some big game changes in this video, and there's even more to come as well. So make sure, if you've not seen the other episodes yet, make sure you catch up on those as well as we enjoy this nostalgic look back through the history books of Golf Clash. So picking up where we left off with the last episode, and we had this little teaser for the September Frenzy, biggest update ever, of course. We know what that is now. We'll be finding out some more about it in this video, but there were some other big changes afoot around this time in 2018, and that was the announcement of Tour 12. The Origin Links, of course, at the time was the highest tour in the game when it was introduced. We now have higher tours, of course, but this took the maxed trophy count to 6,270. So there's a total of 1,100 trophies to be won in Tour 12. And I remember this one myself. Firstly, it had Glenmonarch Estate, Greenock Point and Porthello Cove, and there was, as usual, the race to be the first player to max out that new trophy count. As well as that, there were rebrands, of course. Now every tour going forward had its own unique name and logo, as well as different rules. And these were displayed, kind of wind conditions, obviously wind speed ranges and tees in the tour play panels for each of the levels. And of course, as teased previously, clans landed in the game. There were clan leagues, prizes to be won, and a whole load more. You could pick your own logos, you could pick your names, and of course, you want to be picking a very nice, strong 50 players to have in your clan. And with that, the Champions 100 was launched. Now, did you take part in the first C100 push for Season 1? Let me know in the comments section down below. Monday, October the 1st, 2018 was when this was all happening. But what was the most popular logo? Does anybody know? There is the answer. It was the skull, and instead of crossbones, so you have those golf clubs there under the logo. That was the most popular one. In the end of week 1 of clans, there were 98,143 clans. That's nearly 705,000 players. And then, of course, the Untouchables had the highest grinding amount after week 1, with a total of 45,767 clan points. Clocking up the highest amount of clan points in week 1, 4,110 was Mehmet. And of course, this was before clan point boosters were a thing. As we approached the Halloween season in 2018, we had the Ghostly Glades tournament, and it was another edition of 5 holes to complete a full set of 9 for the Ghostly Glades, aka Sunshine Glades. And we can see some of the flyover videos here. Of course, a Halloween makeover, different colours on the greens, that kind of bluey green colour there, bit of mist in the background. And then, of course, you had later in the game, you had some slightly different flags and also T-pegs. You had those kind of skeleton bony fingers coming out of the ground. So 5 new holes to contend with for Halloween season of 2018. Of course, with the introduction of clans became the introduction of seasons, each season lasting 4 weeks, and with the introduction of seasons we had the start of the season balls, which continues to this very day. There you can see the season 1 ball up on the screen. Did you buy any, and have you still got any? Please let me know in the comments section down below. Now, who won the first season? It was the Untouchables with 610,000 clan points, but look at some other names there. Freedoom, Kafifi, United One. We can see one of the United clans in there. That's taking me back a few years. Happy memories there. Did you take part? Did you become a member of any of those clans? Let me know as well. Now, shortly after you got settled into your clans, you could play in the Fall Major. It started on Monday, November the 26th, and of course you got your 50% more clan points that were on offer here, and of course that is still the same nowadays. If you were taking part in your major, even more incentive for your clan now. And of course the debut of Eagle Peak, which we know and love, especially for those funnels in the original pin locations. It went down really, really well, and at the time was a nice challenge, although nowadays it is viewed as an easier course. I don't think people were shooting 40s, 41s back then, but still they were finding their way around these fairways and the slopes and finding those funnels. And nowadays, of course, loads of people love Eagle Peak, but that was its first use, the full major of 2018. It certainly was a major success, though. Hundreds of thousands of players taking part, a grand total of 616,596, which would mean, of course, 221,000 of those reached the weekend round of the fall major. Shortly after that, we had a Black Friday deal, the Kingmaker X. Now, this was a brilliant ball when it came out, a Power 4 version of the Kingmaker. I bought a fair few of these, and I kept a few as well as a kind of memento for a long time afterwards. Went down very well in the community. Did you buy any? It certainly felt like a really special ball at the time, and a nice striking design. As you can see, we're nearly at the end of this video here. Plenty still happening in 2018, and it wasn't all over yet. There was a nice teaser there for some goodies coming for the festive season. That was on the 23rd of November. If you want to know what those are, join us for the next episode in this history series, where we will wrap up everything that happened in Golf Clash as the concluding part of 2018. Don't forget to check out the other episodes in this series. Complete your knowledge of the history of Golf Clash, and leave me a comment in the video description down below if you remember some of this video and what your recollections are from your earliest days playing the game. See you soon. Bye for now.